Jay. In 2 weeks they're gonna. In 2 weeks. In 2 days they're gonna want to set up that meeting for the alliance in Reckless Forest. You think the lead time is because it's not everyone could just port around all easy? Anything else for the 6 months? Any guys?
I think that's it.
What else? You get all those whispers. I mean, the tutors back and forth. It's gonna be on the first day when we pick up. That morning, you get the last whisper from Mortentio. Before we start, I'll give you 3 whispers that you can get off before we officially start. And you can say them to whoever you want right now, and say whatever you want right now. Like you just ended the whisper with him right now, the last one, and now you can get 3 whispers out.
Help, help, and help.
Help me, please. Help me, please.
You decided we're gonna start off?
No. Once you do this, and we're in initiative.
Oh, okay. No, where? Where am I?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna assume you're in the forest,
Mm-hmm.
and you pick. You're either in your castle or in the tavern, which is now a freaking casino.
Yeah.
Music says tavern. Or wherever the hell else you want to be, any other town.
Yeah. Well, shit. Most likely I'll probably be at the tavern.
Okay.
Just because I'm mayor now.
You want to spend time in the city.
Yeah, I have to be there. Yeah, I'll be at the tavern.
We're in the tavern. Bar, playing cards, in one of your private rooms. In the restaurant section. The thing is fucking huge now.
Yeah. I'll be at the bar.
Okay.
Sipping it up.
You're distracted. You're getting these whispers back and forth. You get the last one.
Is Nighthawk near me?
Of course. He's always near you.
So he's here.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm going to say Nighthawk's right next to you. Of course, not looking like a vampire. He looks like a GQ-ass human.
Yeah.
Shao is acting like he's just drinking a drink, walking around, but what he's really doing is scoping the whole place out. And Trunk is the only one, Thorgrim's the only one who doesn't care. He knows they have the whole, like, espionage side down. He's on the other side of the bar, just chugging.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't care. But you know the second the thing popped off, like, he'll jump in. He's not good at catching guys. He's not good at surveying an area. He's just good at, you point, and he goes after it. I wish it was windy like this. Just all
In the one direction.
perfect like this.
Shit.
It's kind of important when they have 3, huh?
I'll whisper him.
Okay.
Cut off the whisper. No.
You just like take off the ring. Hey, dude! Throw in the lake.
ring?
No.
Ah, it didn't work. If you have time, could you come to the tavern?
Hell no.
It's been a long time. You haven't really been in town much.
Yeah.
Other than for your dojo, if you wanted to.
I'll be there.
Number 2.
Number 2 would be Teremi, so, if he was here, I would do it.
That's the difference between playing as your character and as you.
Yeah.
Would Emery do it?
Yeah.
Then that's the true meaning of being like RPing. You want to be smart and say, well, Brian's not really here. That's not the smart thing to do. The smart thing to do would be, because Remy could get affected by this, even though he's not here.
I'll whisper him the same thing.
Then that goes for everything else. If your character would do it, forget whatever you know in the real world, that's what your character should do.
Okay. And
Tell them the same thing?
yeah,
You come to the tavern?
tell them the same thing. If
Okay.
you have any time, you come to the tavern as soon as possible.
I'll tell you this right now without rolling an intelligence check. In the last 6 months, Remy has been pretty non-responsive. Like, for both of you guys, the most you've gotten from him is like maybe 2 whispers apiece from the ring. At like random times, like, hey, I just want to check in and see how you guys are doing. Like, that's it. You guys haven't heard from him in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You didn't hear from him for like 3 months. You guys got worried. You guys contacted him. He said like, oh, everything's fine. Then you talked to him for a while again, and then like 2 weeks ago, he just checked in again. Like, oh yeah, I'm in Ravnica. He's been trained to be a mage this whole time. He's in the school of magic in Ravnica for the last 6 months.
Man, I was going to do this, but I'm gonna whisper Rena.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Rena?
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell her what's going on.
Hey girl. What you doing later?
I wanted to ask her, since she's sick at making stones and stuff, right?
Gems, everything
Gems,
rare.
Can you make my tombstone?
Just one big ass gem.
Soup. Here lies every dumb. Dumb motherfucker.
I wanted to ask her to. It doesn't matter the cost, but I wanted to ask her if she can make an onyx necklace for a man. Like, a really nice one.
She responds in like 5 seconds. Of course. Come anytime. I'm available all day. All my classes are done for the day. It's like 4 in the afternoon right now.
Okay.
She tells you I'm done teaching for the rest of the day. Anytime you want to come by my teacher's quarters. You know exactly where it is.
Yeah. We're there. Or were we there?
Yeah. When you had dinner with her that one time.
Okay.
It's right inside when you first walk in, and it's that crazy ass, like, the lobby seems like it goes forever until you're trusted.
Yes.
And then you can see the real lobby. And then there's the teacher's quarters, there's students' quarters.
Yeah, tell her that.
And she whispers you back, anytime today. And she even tells you at the end of it, like, I look forward to it. You guys had a good time last time.
Yeah.
Good conversation, good food. There was nothing like tension about it or like sexual.
Yeah.
None of that. It was like a good friendly like dinner. You guys pretty much talked about Mortensia for a lot of it, which would have made it weird if there was any tension. All right, initiative.
5.
You got
3.
perfect. Me, Jay, who else? I got a 1. If you guys don't believe me, it's right there. That's fine. 6 months of peace, or relative peace. A lot of training. You basically haven't had to leave home this whole time unless you wanted to, and even if you did, it was for like a short amount of time. You're at the fort. You're at the waterfall, the infamous waterfall, where like either you're having a ton of fun there or you're training there and then you jump in afterward. You just get done with a training session. You're teaching some of the higher level guys how to really use their bow, like for real. How to shoot tiny things and all that kind of thing. Your 2 apprentices are there for the whole thing. You dismiss them. You go back into town. You kind of kick it by yourself for a little while. Dude, you love just I don't want to talk for you, but I'm gonna assume Orius loves this. Like, they all leave. You hear the waterfall. You're chilling.
You want to drink?
Then you hear a voice. You hear like a rustling in the bushes. There's a bunch of trees around here, a lot of fruit trees. You're not looking. You're thinking about. You're like about to strip down and jump into the water, like you normally would. Hard ass workout. I'm gonna jump into the water, clean off, and you hear. There once was a time when this fruit meant a lot to me.
When this what?
Fruit. And you look over. Someone got the jump on you. You can't believe it. It's like, who the fuck is going to jump on me in here in my forest? And you look over. It's Mortentio.
What the fuck?
He's holding a fruit from a tree. He doesn't pick it. He tells you, there once was a time when this fruit meant a lot to me. I used to look forward. He's not facing you, but you know it's him. His voice. I used to look forward after long battles, long training sessions. I would come here and I would eat this fruit. He's holding, his back's to you like this. He's looking at it, he's like, and now this fruit tastes like nothing to me.
Unless there was blood in it, right?
He turns around and he smirks. He looks at you and he smirks and he kind of nods. Dude, you look him up and down, he looks super G-ified. Like twice as much as you've ever seen him. His gear looks insane. Like, everything looks like crazy, super top-notch. Either like ancient, legendary shit, or like everything on him looks like oozes magic.
So do I have to die to look like that?
He smirks again. He's like, I'm sorry I had to surprise you like this. It was never my intention for you to ever find out that I was still alive. You get the whisper. If you're available, come to the tavern now.
I'll be
For
there.
that split second, you can't even help it. Your eyes kind of dart off to the side as when you're getting whispered, kind of like thinking off to the side a little bit.
I don't know any of this shit went down, right?
Nothing.
Okay.
This is the first you hear of him even being alive. But you get a whisper. Like an urgent one, like, hey, if you're available, you need to come to the tavern right now. Your eyes dart off. Hortensio sees this. He looks at you and tells you, I don't know what you've heard yet, but I need to speak to you for a moment, if you don't mind. He sits down. Dude, he has a huge ass claymore on his back, a big ass, it's almost like a three-handed sword. Like when he sits, it has to like shift like this. I want you to know why I did what I did.
You read my mind.
You guys have that nice little waterfall in the background. I faked my death because a few reasons. The first one was I had more enemies by far than I had friends.
I was just about
By
to say,
far.
too many people on your ass.
I was living a life that was not worth living, where every single second of every single day I was looking over my shoulder.
They were racking up.
The second reason was this creature that I've become, or he says it almost like kind of laughing to himself, that I became a long time ago. It's like a monster that I've had to hold within, not let escape. I felt like with every increasing enemy, the monster increased to fight that enemy. I was becoming a monster that I told myself I would never become. But I knew that if I faked my death and I left, I knew that I was leaving the forest in good hands, as you've proved to me. He looks to you like he's really proud. It's like, you've proved to me, I knew that you could handle this.
Tried my best.
And you've done unbelievably. And no offense, you've actually done better than I even expected you to do. You've
I've done better than I expected I would do.
You've essentially replenished what your father had created in 10 years. You've done it in 1 year. It's like I would count that as a success.
I never thought I'd be able to pull it off either. You weren't alone.
It's like I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I've been watching you all along the way. But there was one thing that I always regretted, that I always could not, even though I realized it's not my fault, I could not get over thinking that maybe it was my fault. If I wouldn't have left, maybe he wouldn't have died.
I'm assuming you're talking about Jin.
Not. I visited Jin's gravesite at least once a week ever since he died.
So it was you that I almost caught.
We were close. But like I said, I never wanted to be caught. I never wanted you to ever find out that I was still alive. But as the old tradition goes, where you stand and grieve for the fallen, I could not dishonor him. And like I said, I always feel like, even though he was always part of the plan, with Mick initially, I didn't want him to die, not like that at least. And I always feel like if I never faked my death, maybe he would still be alive. So I'd never forgive myself for that.
Well, he didn't die because of you.
You know, but
He died helping me.
you know, he looks pretty broken up about it. You know, it's just like, but neither one of you would have been in that situation if I was still alive.
I feel like it was my fault. I was the one who trusted Ray. He got back at me tenfold.
You know, we all make mistakes. He stands up. When he goes like this, his robe kind of goes back. Dude, you see two spell books linked together with one huge chain. And when he goes like that, you see a big ass scepter, like a rod, like a wand. The big ass sword in his back. Dude, his armor looks super G. Like, he looks like he's ready for war.
I look at the castle. My house is very comfortable.
Not. You haven't been in there one day since I left. Trust me, I know.
Technically, I have.
Maybe one day.
My people have been in there.
Which is who I left it to. And I knew that you would not abuse your power and that you would let them occupy it if they needed to.
Of course. Everything's for them in the forest.
So you might be wondering why I'm showing myself to you now, here today.
I'm assuming it's not just to show off your new clothes or your new armor.
Absolutely not. I never wanted this day to come, and I apologize to you right now. I was hoping for the rest of your life that you would never see me again.
Never thought I would.
And I hope that you understand it's only because I knew that you could take care of everything in my stead. But I have a problem. We have a problem.
We?
He looks at you like you and him have a problem. The reason why I'm here is because Emery accidentally discovered that I was still alive.
Nosy ass bastard.
His carelessness since then has jeopardized my secret. He has openly stated that he, in return for keeping his secret, or my secret, in return for keeping my secret, that he would lay my ex-wife.
I laugh.
You laugh and he looks at you, dude. He looks at you so stone cold dead, you get kind of scared, like, is this motherfucker gonna swing on me? He looks like super dead cold serious.
He has a big ass mouth and apparently a bigger set of balls bigger than him.
Johnson does. Much bigger. The problem is now, he has threatened to let everyone know, most of my enemies and anyone else who would care, that I'm still alive. Now you understand why this is important to me.
So you're why he's so worried.
If he does this, everything I've worked for is for nothing. you. Tells you it's for nothing.
So what do I have to do with this? Seems like it's between you and him.
That's what I was hoping for. You do a word. No matter what happens between Henry and I, even if it deals with his death, that you will not intervene. And if that's the case, and if that's the solution, I will disappear exactly how I did the first time, and you will not see me again, and no one else will either. But he has not only discovered my secret, he has dishonored me in the worst way, and threatened me even worse. I know you two are best of friends. I need to know that you will not intervene. You're kind of getting a little uneasy. You're like, he starts to walk around with his hands crossed and he's looking up. Do you look at his neck? The trample leaf's gone. Oh, great. But he obviously can still sneak around like a motherfucker in the forest.
I whisper this, homie.
Well, you guys, well, I don't know how much time is going to pass between the round, but as soon as I whispered him, could I start writing?
On your turn, sure. This is still my turn.
No, I mean, right after you said the 3 whispers,
Huh?
just started like in the tavern just writing.
On your turn, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
I whisper him.
He's done with his spiel, now it's your turn. You whisper him. What do you say? He's like this, and he's looking dead at you.
I let him know that I'm with Mortensio right now. And you better have a good ass trick to get out of this. Because he's asking me to stay out of it.
Dude, he's looking at your eyes, and he smirks.
I know you know what I'm doing.
You're not. Dude, you look him up and down. Even in his worst or craziest days that you've ever feared him, he looks even worse than that now. He looks like he could fuck up like a whole army. He looks like he's been leveling ever since his death. He's still been leveling. He might even be like a class or 2 more than you ever knew he was.
By the way, where can I go to get that crazy?
Hail. You go to hell. Go to hell and you die. You can respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, I thought
It's his go.
So what'd you say?
I said I'm with Mortensio now. And you better have a damn good trick to get out of this because he's asking me to stay out of this. And to be honest with you, it's between you and him.
Tell him I haven't told anyone yet, so to leave you out of it. And
I can give him my word that I'll stay out of it. But if you need me, I'll tell him that I can.
And I'll leave it to you.
Asshole.
You guys never want to make the hard decisions.
Huh?
You guys never want to make the hard decisions. I'm gonna lay back and let these big guns handle it out. Bryce style. I can't do shit, right? You could.
Well, I don't want to make his decision for him.
That's true. I know. I'll give you that. Take it back.
So I have not told anyone, so he has no right to harm you.
You don't get the feeling it's gonna harm you at all.
Like
I'm not.
Like you said. Well,
He's trying to be like, hey, dude, some shit's about to happen.
I'm
I don't want to
letting you know.
have to hurt you.
but he told me if I ever told anyone that he would harm everyone that I knew.
That you cared about.
Yeah.
He did say that.
So I haven't told anyone yet, so you should be left out of it. And
Well, he wants my word that I'll stay out of it.
I mean, you could always lie to him, but you would pick. I mean, you could, But you would feel pretty shitty like lying there right now. You could do it though, if you wanted to.
You know what? God damn it. Damn you, Dross.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Huh?
Feels good, doesn't it? Been thinking like this for like the past 3 weeks.
Huh?
Been thinking like this for the past 3 weeks.
In real time. Dude, he held on to it for like a week and a half. When he found Mortencio was alive. Remember the last, even from the party, you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell Mortencio.
By the way, he's definitely noticing.
And we never knew she was his wife.
You do not know that.
Yeah. So that was a surprise.
How much would you stay out of it if it was your brother?
One thing I want to say right now without blowing a tone check. He knows you're whispering. You acknowledge that. But he also is noticing how long you're hesitating to answer. He's noticing the conflict within your mind. He's noticing that. So now, right now, he knows for a fact that no matter which way you go, it was a hard decision for you to make. It wasn't like a for sure, like, yeah, Mortencio, whatever you say. Like, right now he's looking at you and he's like, oh, this is not going to be like a either way easy decision. He's making note of that. You can tell.
I told him that.
He
Not
told you.
him. I told Mortencio that.
Oh, I thought you told him that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like if this is your brother.
No.
I told Mortencio, if it was your brother, how much would you stay out of it?
Completely.
You know how hard this is, right?
Of course I do.
I've been on your side from the beginning.
And that's the reason why I left you in charge of everything. I knew that you were capable of it. He tells you right now. You can tell me right now that you will defend Emery no matter what happens. And I will respect you for that. And I will expect you to honor that. But I will also expect you to know that that can mean that you're my enemy now. If that's how you want to play it, fine. He's almost telling you, like, if you say fuck off, he's not going to fight you right now. But, like, if he ends up fighting him and you're there, you're fair game. He's not going to backstab you right now. You don't get that at all.
Yeah.
Even if you tell him, like, you know what, dude? Fuck off. I'm for Emery. He's going to be like, alright, cool. And he's going to leave, and then the next time he sees you, it's your ass. He just wants to see where you're at. He looks genuinely saddened that you have to find out that he was even still alive.
He says he hasn't told anyone, and that should give you no reason to harm me. Which I don't get the impression that I'm in the line of harm anyway.
June puts his hands out and he says, of all people still walking this earth, you are the last one I would want to harm. The only
I wouldn't
reason-
want you to harm me either.
He looks at you and he looks at you like it almost
Cape
like
looks like it can take me out.
it does. He looks at you like dead. He looks at you almost like he wants to cry. And he looks at you and he says, the only reason why I'm here is because I want to make sure that you understand the whole situation, and I do not want to harm you.
I truly believe that it's between you two and has nothing to do with me
It doesn't.
at all.
It does not. This could all have been resolved without you even knowing. Emery, for whatever arrogant reason, has decided to play the cards the way he has, and for that, he's going to pay. I just want to see what side your cards are on.
I'm on my side.
He smiles. Unfortunately, in a game of poker, you only can pick two sides. Are you with the dealer or with the player? And I'm the dealer.
And I'm dealing ass whoopings.
Dealing out cans.
I'll stay out of it as much as I can.
That's not good enough.
I'd like to say that I'm out of it completely, but I can't make any promises.
If I attack Emery Delvin where he stands, will you defend him?
Damn it!
You see a ranger dude walking up. One of the scrubs. Like he's about to walk into the water, take a bath. Martenzu goes, and he goes. He walks away. He walks away. Just you two. He goes back to that fruit. Dude, you think what's going through his mind? Imagine like the whatever is your favorite fruit. You can smell it, you can taste it, it's good, and he's smelling it, and it smells like nothing. It smells like fucking cardboard. He's looking at this like, dude, there was one day where he said, I love this shit, and now like if I taste it, it's like crap. He's looking at it, it's like he can't get over it.
Say yes.
Yes to what?
Well, to be honest, I don't think he needs any defending.
He smirks. He has no idea how much defending he needs.
I've died twice already.
For reals.
Huh?
For reals.
For real. Once in this very forest.
But yet here you are, strong as ever. I always knew you would be strong. That's why I put you in charge over Jin. Jin was more experienced, he was older than you. But yet I put you as captain. Do you remember that?
He was too reckless.
What was that? He was not a leader. You were natural born leader. You grew up here. Your father raised this forest. I knew it was in your blood. It was your destiny.
Oh, man.
Jin's destiny was to die into some cheap whore in a cheap tavern somewhere. Just not yet. And that's why I regret it. And that's why every single day, not one moment passes where I don't regret that I could have maybe prevented his death. That's the only regret I have. Not telling you, because I knew you could handle yourself. I knew that you would excel. I knew that if I suddenly left, I knew that you would get this forest back to where it was. And then some, in a fraction of the time as your father. I knew that.
My back was up against the wall.
Even then, still, in record time. But Jin should have lived for a few more years at least. Whatever you say, I will honor, and I will respect you for it. Will you, or will you, he's getting serious now. Will you, or will you not defend Emery Delvin? Should I harm him?
I will.
You will defend him?
Mm-hmm.
Understood. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sorry I had to come to this.
Me too.
He comes to give you a hug. You hug him. Dude, he gives you like a real, like, I'm sorry hug. You feel like you're like, damn, he's strong.
This is just a taste.
Huh, you want a stroke from me?
You know what? I take that back. What had happened was...
He gives you a hug, he gives you like a little pat on the back and everything.
I even bow.
He bows back and he grabs by his shoulders and he tells you, I am so sorry I had to come to this. I know none of this is your fault.
Believe me too.
Hopefully, this can be resolved and we never see each other again. But just know, no matter what happens, I have entrusted this forest to you, and you have done a magnificent job. I'm very proud of you, and I know your father would be proud of you. The warden would be proud of you.
Thank you. And that's awesome to know.
He smirks. He looks back at the waterfall, like he has fond memories of it. Follow his gaze, look at the waterfall, he looks back and he's gone.